Time to do the paste. So we're going to start with lotus seed. Yeah, so you can buy the lotus seed whole. You can buy it whole like this, or you can buy already half. It's a little bit more expensive, but you don't have to take off the center, so it's one work less for me. So what you have to do is put in water. Make sure as you put in water, there's no sand, no soil. So until you come to the very end, try not to take any heavy sediments inside, like that. Good, there's no soil, no sand, yeah? Now, as you can see, the water is not enough. So we have at least 1 inch, like this. Then you turn on the heat and you put in 1 tablespoon of alkaline water. 1 tablespoon. This will allow you to soften and also take the skin off fast. Yeah, like that. Okay, let it boil. The minute it starts boiling, simmer. That means lower the heat. Now it's high heat. Once it's boiling, lower the heat, and then that's called simmering, 5 minutes. Then you're going to turn off the heat, take off the skin, or if those buy whole, you got to take off the center, yeah. And then again, you got to boil it one more time, 5 minutes, to take away the lye water. The same way, but this time just to cook it. 5 minutes to take away the lye water, alkaline water, this one, the smell of it, take it away. And then the third time only, when you add new water again to cook, is to tenderize, make the lotus seed soft so that you can make into a paste. All right, so we will let this boil. Wow, it's boiling hot. So I'm going to lower the heat and then cover, let it simmer for 5 minutes. So 5 minutes is up. Just now, in between 5 minutes, it was overflowing, so I open up the cover. Now this is 5 minutes ready. This is what happened. The skin is almost all gone. Yeah, I'm turning off the heat. And I'm going to throw away the water, change new water to cool it so that I can remove the skin. We are in the midst of removing the skin from the lotus root. So lotus seed, not lotus root, sorry. So this is what we do, like that. Yeah. So even though you buy already half taken off for you, but sometimes you see the center is still there. That's why you have to remove it. You have to. These are the ones that are bitter, and the skin also a little bitter. That's why we take off the skin. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Yeah, you can see from here. It takes like, for the lotus seed, from cooking to peel, taking off the skin, and then cooking it to dry it out, then put peanut oil. Take few 2-3 hours job. This removing the skin is already about 2 hours job. So that's why a lot of people rather buy the ready-made paste. But for me, I rather do this because I know what I'm eating from the paste. Yeah, that's very particular of me. Every year we do that. We have never bought any ready-made paste. We keep doing this. Like here, show you some of the skin. You still take out. So that's why I buy half. So I less one process. So if you buy the whole seed, you have to half it. And some there are bad ones, yeah. Some if it has not taken out, this is how you must do. Remove it like that. So this is black, so it's bad. You don't want. So here also bad. You don't want. You throw away. You only take the good ones. All you have to do is just push, and then check to see maybe there's nothing, no center piece, the green piece which is bitter. Yeah, we'll finish this and then we'll blend it. We have peeled, remove all the skin. Yeah, so it's a 2-hour job, but satisfaction is you know you did it yourself. So we're going to heat up the water and then give it a boil for 5 minutes to remove the lye water or alkaline water. Yeah, we're going to boil it for 5 minutes and then throw away the water. Then we come back again. Final boiling is to cook the paste until it's soft. The lotus seed until it's soft, so it's easy to blend. Okay? Okay, this is on high heat. So I'm let it simmer for 5 minutes to remove the lye water, the smell of the lye water. It can be a little bit bitter, so we usually like to cook 5 minutes to let it remove the lye water. Yeah, so I lower the heat. Okay, I've washed away the lye water with cold water too, and completely clean, so that even there are still some skin, we wash it out. Yeah, so from here, take my hand to do it. If there's still a little bit more, you can take it out. A little bit is fine. Yeah, so you won't have a bitter taste. Here, there's no center, not much skin left, maybe about 2%, you know, but it's still fine. So we're going to finally cook this another 5 minutes because for me it's already quite soft, but not through yet, not heated through, not directly. So another 5 minutes will be great. 5 or 10 minutes will be great. Yeah, let it boil for another 5 or 10 minutes. So all in all, the first 5 minutes was with lye water, and then we took about 2 hours to take off the skin, and then the second 5 minutes to boil to remove the alkaline water, the smell of the alkaline water or the taste. Yeah, we remove it, and this is the final cooking. 5 to 10 minutes to soften, and if you take your ladle and squeeze it to the side of the pot and it can break, you are ready. Yeah, we will test 5 minutes. I will test, then I will test, see. If not, I will let it go 10 minutes. So you have to do that too, because we wouldn't know the quality of the lotus seed that you receive or when you buy. You wouldn't know. So the end result is that it must be able to be flattened. That means it's really cooked. Or else you will have a powdery taste when you make into a ball to fill up your mooncake as a filling. Yeah, so this is going to boil. I'll let it go for 5 minutes first. So for the third time, we are going to let it boil and simmer for 5 minutes. I've already lowered the heat because it was boiling so much, it was about to overflow. So I quickly lowered the heat. Yeah, so I'll have 5 minutes and then that's done. And I'm going to take it out and cool it and weigh it. Yeah. Lotus seed is finally boiling for 5 minutes. I'm going to test it now. So just bring to the side like that and break it, and it's broken. Yeah, hold your pan, your pots and pan, just hold it and then break. It could break. So turn off the heat, give a final stir, and then this is what we're going to do. We're going to take it out. That's how I do each time I want to take out from the hot water. Yeah, so it cools down faster. Then we can blend it to make the paste. Smell of cooked lotus seed. You have to do it to I don't know what to say, but you have to do it to understand what I'm trying to tell you. The smell is so nice. Smell of cooked lotus seed, you know. It's like when you go and buy, we have a dessert here that uses lotus seed, ginkgo and all that, and then we put longans inside. It smells so good. It has that smell. It makes me think about it. Yeah? So this is what you do. Take it all out. We are now going to cook lotus paste for our mooncake. I am having a help today. My husband is here to help me, so I would ask him to turn on the gas now. Stir. So I'm pouring in half oil. This oil here is 230 grams, so I'm putting half first, or else it's difficult for him. And then I'm going to put sugar, 300 grams, so I'm putting 1/3. Okay, then he can stir. Okay. So when you stir, you try to dissolve the sugar and allow the oil to go in. I'm lowering the heat. Yeah, if you have too high heat, you will burn and the oil will start to separate. So we don't want that to happen. So after we cook the lotus seed, then I blend it. I allow it, I blend, and then now I'm cooking it. But when you make your own paste, yeah, you really have to have time. You have to have time. If you don't have time, then you have to buy ready-made base. And I'm not into that because I'm quite particular in what goes in. Yeah, so that is the reason why I rather share with you the art of doing it. It may be long and laborious, but the results is so much happiness when you do things yourself. Yeah. So low fire. So as you go, if there's any rough pieces, just mash it up. It will take you about 30 minutes. You don't want high heat, yeah, remember? So keep doing this like that. And then when you have a blender that can blend everything, is fine. But I don't have a blender that that can allow me to blend without adding water. So I don't want to squeeze out the water. It's a lot of work, and all the nutrients from the lotus seed is gone. So I prefer to just sieve out all the water, blend it. It's a little rough, but I take my time to flatten it. Yeah, and I actually don't mind the texture. See, halfway I need help. That's why you need to have two people here. One, when tired, the hand is tired, someone else will come and help you. In this case, my husband is a good help. Help! Hello. Flatten with a wooden spoon. Middle. Okay, then I add some more oil. Do it in 3 times, a little bit at a time. Black hair. Black hair means untidy work. Oh, if Mr. Lim, my mentor, my cooking mentor, is alive, he would fail me now because I put too much oil. He said a little bit at a time, so the oil doesn't get cooked and then it separates. Yeah, sometimes I forget. So a little bit at a time. So try to work it in. So the art of making the paste is incorporating the sugar and the salt into the paste well. So in a way, you need to work fast, like this. Let the paste go, let the oil goes in. So you got to practice, yeah. But I assure you, this is years of practice. To date, I have not bought any mooncake. The first few years we were very successful, and then for a few years, I think nearly 20 years, I was so busy in my cooking class that I didn't eat mooncake at all because I wanted to make my own, and because I didn't make, I don't eat. Now with the lockdown, I have a lot of time in hand. I got time to play around with all the old recipes. Yeah, it's fun. See, this is what I do. Get all the oil in again, and then from outside, take it in. When you were mixing, the flour is from inside, you work. Now, this one, you work from outside in. So all the oil, see, this is how you do it. If you can do it like well, you will see the texture is very different after all these. The proportion of oil that goes in is really beautiful. Okay, now you have mixed ready. Now I'm going to add in this time. Maybe not so much oil, a little bit at a time. So not 3 times you add, but 6 to 7 times probably. Because if you are not sure, you may cook the oil too much, and that's when it will not go into the paste. You're going to cook the oil. See, the oil will all be edible on the outside of the paste, so you've got to quickly work it in. So it's good to have two person, and also have a spoon or a fork to help you manage. See. If you don't have enough oil, it tends to be very sandy. The paste, when you eat your mooncake, tends to be very sandy. But enough oil and sugar, it is a smooth paste. So then that's where the textures of the melon seeds, the dry candied winter melon comes in. So now my sugar. If you find that this sugar is too sweet for you, you lessen the sugar, but not the oil. Work on the percentage, and then see the oil with the paste, the percentage, and then you understand. If you want to do a big portion, you just times it like that. Alright, we're going to do it until we do the end. Yeah. Okay, we are at the last stage. We finished most of the sugar, and now, because I alternate, the best is alternate 1/8 of the sugar, 1/8, then you mix it well, because in case you are slow. Yeah. So now, you see, you've got to get all the parts that is a little bit still not blended by the machine. You just press it down. It's really fine because it's soft, but just to do a good job, we do it. Can you see? Flour, so beautiful, the paste. Now this is the final oil, so I daringly put all. Yeah. Now watch me for one more time. See, you usually go to the side, you take it in, take it in, take it in. So you can't say I'm going to put less oil. You can't. You got to check on the proportion because of the content of the lotus paste, the water content and all that. The oil is a balance to it. So as you can see, it's look at it, how beautiful the paste is. Very light and got waves. You see, if you do it well, it allows it. You can see all the waves like that. The layers, so beautiful. Look. So remember, every time clean your ladle, because why? This could be uncooked. So clean it down to cook it. Yeah. This is a non-stick pan, so it's actually easier to cook with a non-stick pan. I used to cook with a big bronze, my grandmother's big bronze wok, yeah. And if you do lotus paste in that, it turns pink. So very beautiful. Yeah, I miss doing that because that one is so huge, so heavy to wash. But last year you were still using it, right? You were still using the bronze thing to work.
We were cooking more.
Yeah. This time I'm also cooking more, but I'm only doing a small portion so that it can cook faster. Or else it takes hours. Unless you have a DIY blender that rolls and helps you to cook the oil or the sugar. You see now? It's so well incorporated. This is what you do. Okay. Now I'm going to turn off the heat. You mustn't let it burn like that. See, sometimes you can get burnt. I'm going to turn off the heat because it's telling me it's ready. I'm going to turn off the heat, and then I don't want it to cook. Yeah, I don't want it to have a burn layer at the bottom. So keep cooking this like that. Beautiful. And then you can add some. What is that? Wheat starch. We call that 糖米饭. Is wheat starch. Wheat starch. 糖米饭. They call it in their language. So this is to make sure that it's smooth. So just a handful. And then mix it in. So what happened is the oil will not leak out. That's why you want to put in. You can just buy in the baker shop wheat starch. You don't need much, yeah, just a little. See? It's such a beautiful paste. Once the fire is off, you see there's no longer burning. So I'm going to leave this to cool down.